Welcome, Aries placements. So this is going to be your May 2025 reading. So we're going to see what you have going on and get you some messages of clarity and guidance. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And give me clarity there, please. Okay. So we have the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. You may be feeling a little uninspired lately. You may be feeling like you're waiting for more blessings to come through to you, like you're putting in the effort and the work and things are just coming and trickling down like very, very slowly. So you are being guided to stick with the plan though. Stay focused on your goals and continue to do what excites you. So some of you may feel like you want to give up or you want to completely overhaul things, and you can definitely try things and experiment. But it's like you have specific goals and plans and you're really taking steps toward accomplishing your dreams. So don't get discouraged. Don't stop because you feel like things aren't happening fast enough. It's all a part of the journey. And it's about the journey and the experiences that you have along the way as opposed to the actual destination. So you're also being guided to not focus on the outcomes and to just let go of the outcomes. Because the most important thing here is that you're doing what you love and you're feeling creative and you're feeling life flowing through you, as opposed to, certain subscriber account, certain amount of money that you're receiving. So this is really about you getting back to what's important and what really matters, and that's your happiness and your fulfillment and you doing things that support that. Okay, so there may also be opportunity here. So I feel like there's a lot of emotional fulfillment here that's possible out of this, out of you sticking with the plans, out of you continuing along your path and your journey and really focusing in the present moment. You're going to get some emotional fulfillment out of that. So if you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled, you have to consider why. Is it what you're doing or is it what you're focusing on? And start to do and focus on things that do make you feel emotionally fulfilled, that do bring you joy and contentment and bliss. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands here. So what else? What else? Give me one more. Thank you. Okay, so I feel like this could be about love for some of you. So you can apply this to any area of your life, your career and finances, your spiritual development and growth, your relationships. So there is opportunity here for you to strengthen your relationship with your partner if you are in one. There's opportunity for love to come to you if that's what you desire and want. And there is, I feel like, also this sense of just a lot. You trying a lot and things maybe not happening as fast and you feeling some contrast here, maybe going through some challenges and feeling a little defensive at times. But it's about what you focus on and how you choose to view the situation. Because how are you viewing the situation? Are you looking at it as opportunity for growth and transformation and change and allowing yourself to really truly understand the lessons that are being displayed to you? Or are you focusing in on just you losing things or things that you don't have or things that you do want? Okay. So you're being guided to really reframe situations and scenarios so that you are viewing them as opportunities for growth and opportunities to learn lessons to teach you more about who you authentically are and what it is that you truly desire. Okay, so it's offering you opportunity to really change your attitude and change your choices. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you can be thankful for. Here is what I'm seeing with this Five of Cups, but you may be focused, and you may tend to focus on the loss, or things that go away, or things that don't happen exactly how you want them to. But there's so many blessings in these experiences that some of you aren't necessarily seeing. So just take a moment. And if you need to take a moment to reflect and to really think, like, what is this teaching me? Why am I experiencing this? So you can, hopefully, if you're able to, remove yourself as a participant and view yourself as an observer. And that can give you a different perspective of the situation. It can show you other sides as well, other perspectives. And it allows you to look at things from an objective viewpoint, so that you can truly understand what's happening and understand what you're supposed to learn from it, and how you can leverage that, what you learned, as you move on. So you have the power to do this. You have the strength to do this, and you have the strength to really change your destiny, and to go from a place where you do feel lack, where you do feel discontent, to a place where you do feel abundance and fulfillment. And you're able to inspire others and influence others through just your feelings and your actions. And you're providing support and inspiration to others as well. Okay, so it's sort of like where you are versus where you want to be. Okay. What else? Okay, so we have Temperance with balance. Okay. So there are opportunities where you can create additional balance here. And you're being guided to do this before there's divine intervention that comes in and does it for you. So this is your opportunity to really see where you can create more balance. And I hear for some of you, this may be body, mind, and soul. So you may have like health and wellness things that you can do. You may have some spiritual exercises and practices that you can do. So it's just going to depend on the individual and where you feel like this balance is needed. So what else? What else? Thank you. So we have the Three of Pentacles here. Okay, so you are being guided to take some inspired action here. And so this can be really as simple as those areas that you do want to focus on. For instance, I'm hearing very clearly, very loudly, meditation, growing your spirituality, expanding your consciousness. Those are all areas that you may have decided you do want to focus on. So what can you do to help you expand in that area of your life? For some of you, it's about health and wellness. So what inspired action can you take? That which makes you feel good, that what makes you feel like you're making progress and you're achieving some minor milestones along the way towards your goals. What is that inspired action that you can take? For those of you applying this to your career and finances, what are those small steps that you can take toward your goals? Because there is some knowledge and some wisdom to be gained out of this journey, out of this process that you're going through. So it's about what you're doing, the actions that you're taking, as opposed to the outcome. And that's where you're really being guided to focus in on what are you doing in your everyday life. When you say you want to be more spiritual, are you incorporating meditation into your routine? Are you choosing your attitude? If you say you want to strengthen your relationship with those that you love, are you communicating more effectively and efficiently and constructively? So it's about really allowing yourself to explore those questions, and there you will find the answers that you need. Like, yeah, well, you know what? I could be a little more constructive in my communications. I could be a little more focused and appreciative of my partner. Okay? So it's really about being honest with yourself and looking at things from a realistic, honest standpoint, and then deciding what inspired action you do want to take towards it. Okay? So what else? Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands here. Get back to your passions is what I'm hearing. So what are those things that you feel passionate about? Okay. So just for instance, as it relates to your career, are you in a job where you truly love it? You feel like it's your calling? You feel like it's your purpose? Or is it something that you just need to do right now because it's paying the bills, it's taking care of the things that it needs to take care of? And if that's the case, that's perfectly fine and that's okay. But is there opportunity there for you to start a side hustle, for you to start exploring and being more creative on the things that do make you happy and that do make you feel fulfilled? And then you can transition those into your life purpose and make money off of that and be financially free and financially abundant from doing the things that you love. So that's what this is all leading you and guiding you towards. Okay, so what else? Okay, thank you. So we have the Two of Swords here. Okay, excuse me. So you may have some decisions here that you're making. So you're bringing some clarity here. So it could be some philosophies. It could be you deciding between literal like 3D things like projects or job offers or investments, who you want to work with or collaborate with, where you want to live. Like there's some options here that you do have that you're deciding between, and you're also being guided to. There's two things here that you can do. You can reach out to soul family and connect with soul family, and you can explore it with them, get their thoughts, get their ideas, and that'll help you to make up your decision and make up your mind. We're going to say and, because you could actually do both of these things. But listening to your intuition, what do you feel? What feels right? What makes you happy when you think about it, when you visualize it? Okay. There's always additional options as well, is what I'm being called to point out here. So you may be thinking it's either one this way or that way, and there's actually other options available to you. And you connecting with your intuition, connecting with your guides, and receiving those downloads and being open is going to allow those additional options to visualize. Okay, so let's get a couple oracles here. So we have the Mirror with other lives, past lives, and dimensional lives. And where do I want to put this? I'm going to put it down here. And we also have grounding here. Okay. So you may want to practice some grounding exercises, some meditations, or other exercises that can help you to really ground yourself in the present moment. And that will help with decision making as well and help to guide you on your path. And we have Traveler with completion, reunion, return. I love that. And we also have Soul Tree. Okay, so I feel like this is speaking to you coming into connection with soul family members that are here with messages of unconditional love and support and guidance. So right now you're really seeing the energy that you're putting out, and life is really reflecting back to you what you're showing to it, the energy that you're giving it, the thoughts that you have, the behaviors, the actions that you're taking. You're really seeing the results of that now in your reality. So you have so much opportunity available to you here. And this is about what you want and what you desire. And you're being guided to start seeing that, start visualizing that. Start connecting with other like-minded souls and individuals that are leading you and walking with you to your authentic self. And working on the relationships that are allowing you to be more of who you authentically are, where you're loved, supported, all of those things. So it's time to get into that energy and to be and connect with others that are in that type of energy. So what else we have? Okay, so we have success here. So you are going to experience some successes. You have blessings that are coming through to you, but they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger What else? Okay, thank you. So we have the Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles. Okay, what else? What else? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have the Devil. Okay. So I feel like there's a message here about staying focused on your goals and your dreams and continue to walk towards what's really fulfilling you here. And the smallest changes, the smallest adjustments that you make, and when you realize, excuse me, and recognize that you are being distracted in some ways as that comes along, excuse me, as those distractions like come up, you recognizing and realizing that they are distractions and they are prohibiting your growth and they are just turning you in a different direction from your path and where you desire yourself to be ultimately. When you recognize that and realize that, and then take those small steps toward getting yourself back into alignment, is where you're going to see like the most significant changes and results. Like you may actually for instance, if you're trying to lose weight, you may find yourself like, you know, a particular night, like, oh, you know what, I really don't want to, I really just want to eat like, you know, this candy or whatever and go to sleep. But if you in that moment recognize and realize, okay, this is a small distraction from my ultimate goals and I'm going to choose a different choice. Okay, so that's just an example of how you're literally like living and seeing the distractions as they're coming and happening. But it's about the choices that you make, whether you decide to allow it to happen or not and take a different path. And you're going to be so proud of yourself when you do take those different paths, because you're going to see, you're going to feel better. You're going to wake up like, wow, you know what? I'm so glad I didn't eat that candy. I feel great. Okay? So allow yourself those victories along the way is what I'm hearing. Allow yourself to see the benefits of the work that you're putting in. Be appreciative of it. Be grateful for it. Be proud of yourself for it. Okay, so what else? What else? I think I'm going to get some oracles here. Let's get some oracles. What else? Okay, so we have making waves. Your momentum is building. It's your time for achievement. That's what we're saying here. Staying focused. Recognizing those distractions and not allowing yourself to get caught up in them. And we have so-called gather. I feel very strongly this is related to you and your soul family coming through, coming in, and them being there with unconditional love and support, guidance for you. Okay, so just watch out for that. There are other individuals that are like-minded, that are walking a similar path, having a similar journey that you can connect with. Okay, and then we have weathering the storms and embracing the unexpected. Yeah, allowing that transformation and growth to happen, because anything that is leaving you, anything that is going away, is doing so because it's no longer meant for you. It's no longer helping you. You're growing. You're going in this direction. You're moving towards your life purpose, toward happiness and contentment and fulfillment. And these other things that are being left behind, they're not going in the same direction. That's why they're being left behind, because they can't help you. Okay, have relief and a new beginning as well. So we see a new chapter is opening here, and it is one where you can be fully connected with Source and your higher self and guides and your family, your soul family, and you're grounded to the earth and also connected with your higher self, where all is possible here. What you can accomplish, there are no boundaries, there are no limits here. So what else? We have the Five of Swords in reverse, and give me clarity on that, please. Thank you. The Four of Cups, okay. All right. So I feel like gratitude and appreciation for what you currently have and everything that you've accomplished so far It's going to help you. So some of you may be feeling like in a little bit of a lull, a little stagnant, a little stuck here. Practice gratitude, practice appreciation. What are those self-care practices as well that are going to help you to get out of this rut and get out of this energy so that you can take on a more positive outlook, and also understanding like what is happening, what's going on. It's going to help you to understand also what it is that you need to extract from that experience. What lesson is it teaching you? So taking a moment to reflect and gather that as quickly as you can, and then move on. Okay? Because there's so much available to you and being offered to you that you may not be seeing it. Because you're so focused on just negativity or just what you don't have, or even in some cases like making yourself feel bad and putting yourself down because you didn't accomplish or achieve everything that you had desired, or things didn't happen exactly how you planned. And it's really about appreciating the experience for what it was, understanding it, ensuring that you extracted all the lessons that you wanted to learn from it, so that you can move on to the next thing, on to more abundance, on to more fulfillment. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups here. I feel like you also have the opportunity to connect with something you love. So it could be someone that you love. And if you're already in a partnership, it could be about strengthening that partnership and adjusting things so that you both feel more balanced and you both feel more connected and more aligned together. Or this could be about focusing on new business ventures, new side hustles, generating additional wealth here. Whatever it is that you're desiring, there's opportunity for it to come to you and flow to you. So we have Eight of Swords here. Okay. And what else? So I feel like for some of you, you don't believe that it's possible, or you don't believe that it can happen, or it's true. And that is part of the process. So I feel like just at the very basic level, appreciation and gratitude and trust in the universe is what's going to be helpful to you. And then you can adjust and shift and like, I trust this, I know this, I can accomplish anything. I'm infinitely capable. There's infinite possibilities available to me. So getting in that type of energy is going to help you to shift your perspective and shift your mind and be open to anything coming towards you. Because if you don't believe it's possible, then obviously it's not going to be. If you don't trust it's possible, if you don't know it's possible, then how can it be? Okay. What else? So we have the Five of Wands, yeah. So you may have like some internal struggles, internal conflicts that you're working through. So it could be internally, or it could be in your external environment as well with others. But again, I would just view this as training, as experiences that you're having that you designed so that you could learn from it. You could learn more about your true authentic self. Learn more about what you prefer, what you don't prefer. Show you how strong you are. Show you how much you've grown. Because before you might be like, okay, cuss everybody out, and it is what it is. And now you're in this space where it's like, okay, this is a new me, my authentic self. I'm coming into my authentic self. So I'm going to actually have more constructive conversations here. And I'm not like coming for you. I'm saying this with love. And I'm not saying that you're doing this. This is just an example. But if it resonates, then it resonates. But yeah, there's like this renewed opportunity for you to be different in these situations. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Let's get a couple more. What else? Thank you. So I have the Four of Swords in reverse here. Thank you. Give me one card, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like you really, excuse me, you really need to stop blaming yourself, stop judging yourself for these moments that you have where you feel like you could have acted better, where you could have been better in those situations according to your own judgment. Stop doing that. Just recognize it as an experience, take the lesson from it, and move on. Okay? It is stopping new portals from opening. It is stopping new beginnings from happening because you're very much focused on the past, or you're focused on, what was lost or what happened, or, really coming down hard on yourself for that. So now we're not in that energy anymore. You're moving into an energy where you are appreciative for the blessings, for those lessons that you learned, and now you're ready to move on to things that are more aligned with your authentic self and your life purpose. So it's like, I hear, and again, don't be coming for me, but I hear like, yeah, you're very focused on like the past or like stuff that has happened, as opposed to focusing on your dreams and goals. So you're really being shifted towards your dreams, your goals, your passions, things that make you happy. That's what you're being guided to focus on, instead of other things that aren't helpful to you anymore and that are in the past. So what other messages do we have for our Aries? So we have co-creation. Remember, you are co-creating every moment, every single second. You are co-creating with the universe. So your thoughts, your energy, your actions are all showing the universe, telling the universe what it is that you desire. And that's what it's going to mirror back to you and bring to you. All right. So we have surrendering here. Make love to life. I love that, because that is what we're talking about here. Getting back into those things that make you feel joy, that make you feel blissful, that give you contentment. Do more of those things. And we have ambition. You're being guided to take inspired action towards your goals. And even if it's just doing some things that you love to do, that's what we're talking about here. That is you living your life purpose. Doing more of what you love, being creative, doing what makes you happy. Okay, Aries? So those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.